Okay, we finished wiring up the letter G, and we'll turn the lights off here and turn it on, and there we go. I did solder on some longer leads on the front and on the back side of the circuit. This one's so that I can do each letter individually, test them out, install them in the base, and then I can connect them all together at the end. So one other additional thing that did make the job of soldering quite a bit easier was a flux pen. I found this on Amazon. It's just Kester flux. It's a really fine tip, which allows really good adhesion to the solder. It makes everything go really smooth, makes the connections really strong, and we need the connections to be really strong because once we install everything in the chrome base and seal it up with the silicone to make it waterproof, we cannot make any adjustments or connections on the connections. So the whole time I solder, I'm always tapping and moving and looking and making sure all my connections are good, so we don't ever want any problems after we get it finished and get it installed on our vehicle. So now that we have our connections good and our circuits good, the next step is going to be to install it into the base. And our base, our chrome base, even though it's plastic, it is conductive to electricity. So we're going to, what we need to do is we need to insulate it from our LED strips, and how we do that is with this liquid electrical tape. And we use this just like paint. I use gloves because it's a little messy. Once it dries, it's real easy to peel it off. Anything that we don't want it on or don't want to see it on, so I just glob it on really thick, right underneath to where the strip's going to go. Thicker the better, because we don't want anything going through and shorting our light circuit out. Like I said, if anything gets on the outside, it will peel right off with your fingernail once it all dries. And since I got it out, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole base. We don't want any areas exposed, so we don't have to worry about it shorting out. They make this electrical tape in all different colors, and I was going to use red originally because I wanted the emblem to look stock during the daytime when the vehicle was off, and since the GMC emblem's red, I was going to put this behind it, but the LEDs sit on top of it so you wouldn't really see it, and none of the colors really bleed out behind the white letters anyway, so I just used black. I'm trying to put it on as thick as I can. That should do it. Look it over really good, make sure there's no exposed chrome. Stuff dries really quick. And that's that. Now once this dries, we'll mount our G in, and then we'll continue to make our M and our C and get everything mounted in. All right.